Last week, we got your product listing up and running and shared a few tips and tricks to drive in customers. So today, I'm gonna show you how to optimize the copy and graphics on your product listing so when the customers arrive, they can't help but buy. You already know I'm Jay from AppSumo, the leading digital marketplace for entrepreneurs. And recently, I caught up with JR, AppSumo's brilliant creative director who knows a thing or two about creating eye-catching graphics, and Victor, aka the hilarious mind behind some of AppSumo's best copy. And boy, do they have some good tips for you. Before we dive in, do me a solid and make sure you're subscribed to AppSumo's YouTube channel. Give this video a thumbs up. It helps other entrepreneurs like you find our channel. And if this video gets 300 likes, we'll give one lucky person in the comments $100 in AppSumo credits. All right, let's kick things off with JR's tips for graphic design. He points out that the first interaction a potential customer has with your brand is the header image. So, keep your header image strong. Use brand colors and importantly, make sure images of your product are big enough. If you're showing off a feature in an image, zoom in and record full screen screenshots in smaller browser windows. Of course, you should always avoid low quality screenshots at all costs. High quality images give your product a higher perceived value, which helps you drive sales. Throughout your product listing, all of your images should be in the same ratio. JR recommends the ratios 3:2 or 16:9. Now let's say you want to use animated GIFs. Be sure to keep GIFs short and keep the file size to a minimum. It's important to avoid giant file sizes or else you'll slow down the loading speed. You can always optimize your images using tools like TinyPNG or Short Pixel. And if in-house designing is just not in the cards for you, get a tool to help you create graphics.
Tools like Canva, VistaCreate, and others feature loads of templates that stand out and convert.
Simply customize the template to fit your brand and you're all set. Another low-cost alternative is to hire a designer on a site like Fiverr. Sumolings, if you've made it this far, let me know your favorite graphic tip down below in the comments. And let's cruise on over to Victor's tips for writing killer copy. First, establish your pain point and define a clear market for your product. There are a few things you want to figure out ahead of time by asking yourself a few questions. What problem does your product solve? And who's using this product? Is it solopreneurs, marketing agencies, people without development experience? Whatever it is, these answers provide you the lens through which you should be writing your copy. I'm going to give you an example for this in a minute, but first, let's talk about features. You want your copy to clearly highlight specific features. So instead of catch-all phrases like all-in-one, give concrete examples of what that means. Always highlight the most important features first, the features that are going to make customers go wow. And make sure you separate features into their own lines as opposed to clumping them all together. This helps features stand out more to people scanning your copy. So let me give you an example of how you can highlight a feature while speaking to your market's pain point. This line of copy is focused on the scheduling feature for a live and online course platform. Check it out. You don't have to switch between multiple dashboards to manage your live class schedule. Select the details for your live class and schedule it in minutes. The copy addresses a common pain point among course instructors and tells them how this tool solves that problem. One last note about this piece of copy. When it originally appeared on a product page, the second sentence was bolded. So here's a pro tip for text formatting. Bold important points, but not everything. Text formatting should be used wisely and sparingly. Make sure the bolded section gives a clear outline of a feature and doesn't run too long. This works great for readers gaining lots of info quickly. Speaking of not running too long, Victor's next tip for deal copy is to keep it short. Try not to wax poetic or write unruly sentences. Concise copy is effective copy. Finally, have a little fun with it. Keep the tone conversational, not tech-heavy and inaccessible. This helps you appeal to a wider audience. You can also take a page out of AppSumo's playbook and add a little humor. It helps keep the readers, well, reading. And that's all, folks. Make sure you give this video a like. Remember, if we get 300 likes, we'll give one of you in the comments $100 in AppSumo credits. As always, we'll see you on the next one. These answers provide you the lens through which you should whatever it is, these answers, oh, tired today.